Oh god. Let me camera. Okay. Okay. You can see my room now. Okay, let me just shrink this a little bit. Yes, what is going up, guys? Anyways, I'm going to be doing a game video. A gaming live stream. Yeah, I was about to say gay, but I mean, who cares? So, let's click on Roblox. Roblox is like the best ever. So, anyways. Someone join my live stream. Okay. Here we go. I think Roblox already updated, so yeah. I think it already updated. Come on! Load. I know there's like a black screen right now. I'm just gonna type in something, join the party. Do I not have any friends? Oh, there's Ethan. Okay. Okay. We're gonna play the sketch obby, because I like sketch. It's pretty cool. I mean, so is Frank, but I mean, he's cool. He's cool. Yes. Yes, my dudes. Now it kind of turned over, you know. Oh my gosh. Miracle is so annoying. Sketch obby. Yeah. Just gonna put this here. Actually, let's just exit out of that. Okay, good. We're good. We're great. Oh! I'm stupid. I did the checkpoints. Okay, I'm good. Sus. Race. Little bit of dressing. Ice. Oh, God. Okay, we're going to begin. It says someone stole Frank. You have to find him. And, okay. Checkpoint. No! I hate this game so much. I'm just kidding. Why do I freaking... It's good. There we go. He left a note that says, go left, right, middle, on stage 63. Okay. I'm gonna write that down. Oh gosh. Aha. Sharpie. Oh. Stage 63. Okay. Stage 63. Left. Middle. Right. Oh, left. Right. Middle. Okay, got it. Gotta open to that page. Sauce. Nice. Little bit of Jason. Nice. Little bit of Blitzen. Guidey! I suck at this one. Did I shit? Ooh. Get out of the way. Ice. Wrist. little bit of dressing. I'm alive. Looks like he made difficult challenges for us. It's the hard knock life for us. Oh, I remember this. No, no, no. Oh! Dang it! Sauce, wrist, little bit of dressing. Dang it, I'm gonna die. Jump! Oh my god. I have a little bit of a life left, so. Ice, wrist, little bit of dressing. I'm not sure if these fall. Oh! You the heck? The heck? Oh, there's like a few players in this game. Oh. Makes sense now. Dang it. Died. Dang it! I suck at this. Oh my god. How come this is so hard? No! What? I'm only on stage 7 and I suck. No, it's not letting me jump. That's why. That's why. Okay. Oh my god. You gotta be kidding me right now. You gotta be kidding me right now. Okay. Yes! I will not touch the orange floor if I were you. Okay, we got this. It's Frank. It's Frank's spots right here. You know, guys, I actually like Sketch, like, for... I think that he is trying to make us fall to our death. No, he isn't. He's not letting us fall. He's keep on falling. And I hate the noise that it makes. Sauce, wrist. Oh no! No! Oh, is that a? Oh, okay. This is easy. Sauce, wrist, little bit of dressing. Okay, I wonder where Frank went. We're on stage 11. This is hard. Very hard. Okay. I need to be on a good... Let's go. We're making it. We got it. And just a few more to go. Really? You gotta be kidding me. Oh my god. It's kind of disturbing. Let's go. Another checkpoint. Okay. We just have to walk through a tunnel. Okay. That's nothing. These look like sausages. I suck. What? hate this game. It says I'm still on stage 11. Checkpoint. Oh, this is stage 12? Great, I have to do this all over again. Oh my god. I'm not doing it straight. You gotta be kidding me. She pushed me. You pushed me. You pushed me. Will she say anything? You pushed me. I was so close, and then she pushed me. I'm a YouTuber, you know. Yes, they're mousy. Really? You gotta be kidding me. Okay, back. Jump. The checkpoint. Jump down to get the checkpoint. I'm terrible at using my balance on Roblox hobbies. They fall? Dang it! I'm losing so bad. Dang it! I hate this. So all I have to do is walk through a tunnel after you get from the castle. Let's go. These are difficult. Okay. Has to be, yep, middle. Really? Okay, so this one was left, right, left, no wait, middle, got it. Dang it. Again, I died. Good thing I passed those, so... Stage 20. Dang it! Wow, people are all the way over there. Or like all the way over there or something. Okay. Dang it! I'm terrible. People just randomly join in a game and you don't even know they're here. Just skip it. I need 12 Robux to do that. I hate this right now. Ah! I hate this game so much. I hate these types of obbies where they just get so easy and then boom, harder. No! Freaking! Oh, these are reset character. Do I have to start all over? Please? Okay, good. Oh! It's so hard. You have to go all the way to the edge and then jump. No! Friending everyone here, even though if they're noobs. I'm just gonna block it, look. I'm gonna block it. People are gonna block me. Leave. Leave. Oh, I can't leave the live stream. Now we're going to go on TikTok, where all the furries are. No, just kidding. TikTok has no furries. Well, mostly furries, but I mean, I kind of like furries, you know. But who cares? I'm starving. Dang it, someone live streamed. There's Snake.
Hit or miss. Depression is a bitch, huh? You got anxiety, I bet it doesn't leave ya. You gon' try to find a way to numb the pain, yeah. Dude.
Maybe I'll be Creeper.
I'm already Creeper.
What about Iron Golem?
I'm already Iron Golem.
I'll be Pigman.
Nerf Pigman.
You're Red some Mushroom.
I wanna be Mushroom.
I guess I'll be Alex.
I'm already Alex.
I fell down to earth from 100 miles.
My daughter ruined 4 more of her dolls this morning by drawing all over their faces with a black Sharpie. Like, I don't understand where she thought it was a good idea to take black stuff and just, like, draw all over faces with it.
Yes, you.
Let's watch some YouTube vids, kids. Videos. I'm so stupid. Let's just continue watching this video.
Yo, check out this new song I'm into. That song's so old, my great-grandmama knows the lyrics.
It's great. So I'm supposed to make it reach the top. Oh! Crazy. Okay, boom. Ooh, boo. Oh, he hit me in the head, and it's still. You for being so incompetent and stumbling around the neighborhood like a drunken Russian teenager. Wow, why did it have to be specifically Russian? Okay, here we go. Down we go, and then over here. Okay, then we're gonna have to go back. I can't believe I lost it. Why did it swing around like that? Because there's so much like acceleration, and deceleration. Okay, let's go down this way and then around. Here we go. And then back. Okay, come on, come on, come on. This is the last one. This last one. Don't get stuck on the stupid pumpkin. Okay, we're not going to swing around this time. Oh, okay, we almost did there. Oh, there's still one more candy? What? There's still one more candy. This is impossible. Wow. Okay, maybe I just got to like click a little bit. Nah, this can't be. This can't be. This is too much. This is too much. I don't know how they expect us to do that.
Hey guys! So guess what?
probably one of the coolest things came out recently, and I just literally had to drop everything and review it with you guys. There is now a Five Nights at Freddy's Monopoly? Easily one of the funnest board games out there. I mean, I guess it's not that surprising. There are so many versions of Monopoly out there that Monopoly basically has a monopoly of board games. I actually grew up on the Dairyopoly version. Probably because there's so many dairies in Idaho where I grew up. Yeah, I bet you were all thinking I grew up on Potatoopoly, but now my future children will end up growing up with Freddyopoly. I'm actually kind of sad it's not called Freddyopoly. But according to the box, they have to be 12 years old to play it? Excuse me, I was playing Dairyopoly when I was 8. Are you telling me that children under 12 don't understand how money works? So obviously that age recommendation thing is kind of stupid.
I'm 9.
Another thing that I feel like is kind of off is this box. This is Five Nights at Freddy's. We should see Scott's official model of Springtrap, or Freddy, or a bunch of characters, or anything other than this, come on! This art is for the books, which is another canon from the games. And honestly, it just looks fan-made. I'm not saying that because the art isn't good enough. I don't know if I could have done better. It's just the fact that it's art, and not the actual modeled characters we've all grown to love over the years. Don't get me wrong, I don't dislike the twisted characters, but I have a slight feeling that, other than the cover of the box, these guys are not going to be in this game. Trust me guys, they won't be. I feel like the box alone might make some fans uninterested in buying this. Just another example of bad design, which sadly 9 times out of 10 FNAF merch has. Let's hope the inside of the box will make up for this. Oh my gosh. Already I see why the cover of the box was art. The rest of this is too? Ugh, that really sucks. I know that the artist was hired by Scott and all, but this is really not what I was expecting. Heck, even the stupid looking Monopoly man was 3D modeled. I'm gonna try and not be a Debbie Downer for the rest of this video, because I still am excited to play Monopoly with a twist of Five Nights at Freddy's. But man, I wish this game could have been more like those useless trading cards right about now. At least those had pictures of the actual characters. Let's check out our playing board. Now, this is at least looking better. Unlike the cover of the box, we can look at the classic animatronics. And not only that, the property spaces, which are apparently animatronics, have actual pictures of the characters with their corresponding backgrounds. What? This is so cool! The cheapest characters are from Sister Location, which makes no sense. They seem like they'd be the most expensive. But at the same time, the order of these characters go by game. The older the game, the more expensive the character, which makes total sense from a nostalgic standpoint. Of course everyone's gonna want Freddy and Golden Freddy, which are placed in the most expensive spots. The images of these characters are just fantastic. Baby is so cute, Nightmare Chica and Nightmare Bonnie look fantastic, Springtrap came back like he always does, Balloon Boy is somehow more expensive than Toy Bonnie, and don't forget Feisty Freddy. Our money in this game are pizzeria dollars.
On the 5th day of Christmas, my true love gave to me 5 golden...
Welcome to TPM Vid's Disney Beat, where we talk about all things Disney. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button and click the bell icon to be notified when we upload a new video. A signature aspect of pretty much every Disneyland-style theme park is the castle. It's one of the first things you see when you walk down Main Street, and at some point in the day, you know you'll be taking a picture in front of this magical centerpiece. Now, there's many different castles that can be found at the Disney parks, and each is grand and elegant in their own way. The castles help place you in this magical Disney world you'll be exploring throughout your day at the park. Now, Disney always wants to make sure that no matter what time of year or day of the week a guest visits the park, that everyone has a very similar experience. But in the past, there's been some exceptions. Over many decades, the Disney Castle roster has grown in size, and we've seen some interesting things happen to them. They even begun incorporating castles in a non-traditional way into their parks. But not every castle design has received praises from the public. So today, we're going to be looking at a variety of Disney castles and counting down the top 5 biggest Disney castle mistakes. Number 5. The Stitch Castle. Well, we're gonna kick things off on November 16th, 2004 at Magic Kingdom. This day marked the official opening of Stitch's Great Escape. And when guests walked through the turnstiles, they were greeted by a giant inflatable Stitch in front of the train station. Nothing too out of the ordinary. Well, not just yet. Then as guests walked down Main Street, they were greeted with signs saying Stitch was wanted for creating mischief, mayhem, and pandemonium. After seeing the castle on the ferry boat or monorail ride into the park, guests may have put two and two together, but once they approached Main Street, they got a real look. Well, what you see here is what you would expect your car to look like the night before Halloween. That's right, Stitch's mischief included TPing Cinderella's castle. What a sight to see. Toilet paper hanging off the elegant Cinderella Castle peaks, blowing in the wind. The dreams of thousands of guests wanting that perfect picture in front of the castle just crushed by toilet paper. And a sign that said Stitch is King. It was quite the sight to see. Now, Disney added all the castle decoration overnight, and since the castle is the main focus of the park, it would have definitely intrigued guests to find out what was going on, and maybe check out Stitch's Great Escape. So it was a really smart marketing idea on Disney's part, but without advising guests this was happening, it could have been disappointing to see the castle in this state. Aside from these disappointed guests, there were also many people who found this hilarious. Now, what do you think? It definitely received that mixed reaction, but thankfully, it was only seen for one day and one day only. Then on the morning of November 17th, the castle was back to its original royal self. Number 4, the Crane Castle. Now, we all like nice things on the Disney castles, right? Well, since 2007, Cinderella Castle at Magic Kingdom has been outfitted with 200,000 lights just in time for the holiday season. But although it's Disney, these lights don't just magically appear. It's done with the help from the Magic Kingdom crane that completes the Cinderella Crane Castle. People have said Disney's made a big mistake by ruining its centerpiece with this eyesore of a crane for weeks on end and multiple times per year. The biggest complaint being the crane is ruining pictures. If you visit Magic Kingdom around mid-September or mid-January, you'll most likely be greeted by this famous crane that soars over Cinderella Castle. But if you are looking for that perfect picture, then you aren't wrong, since the crane is in sight anywhere you stand on Main Street. All you need to do, though, is just think of it as the giant Mickey hand that used to be over Spaceship Earth at Epcot, except this time Disney used a crane.
Do you dare to unbox the bite? Ready to dare! Little big bites, little big bites. Each sold
The crane. Now, after people see the dream lights, the crane has slowly become much more bearable for the weeks it's up for the installation and for the disassembly. But it's taken some time for people to warm up to this castle. What started off as what people described as a dreadful mistake that ruined magical photos has remained a dreadful mistake for some, but has sort of turned into what I guess you could consider a Disney meme for some others. People have begun embracing the crane, wanting it in their photos, even using the hashtag WDWCrane on Instagram. It has its own Facebook page and a Twitter account as well. And as long as the dream lights are around, the castle crane won't be going anywhere anytime soon. Number 3, the Birthday Cake Castle. Disney has celebrated milestones in the past with subtle decorations, but nothing compares to what happened in 1996 at Magic Kingdom. October 1st, 1996 marked the 25th anniversary of Walt Disney World, and to celebrate, they transformed the elegant and iconic Cinderella Castle into a giant pink birthday cake. The cake was completed and ready for October 1st, 1996, and was around until January 31st, 1998. That's a 15-month celebration with this pink cake right in the middle of Magic Kingdom. With work on the castle beginning around August of 1996, they painted it 3 different shades of pink using more than 400 gallons of paint. Oh look, the castle crane even made an appearance in 1996. It was decorated with multicolor sprinkles, 26 candles ranging in height from 20 to 40 feet, 12 5-foot gumdrops, 4 6-foot stacks of lifesavers, 50 2-foot gumballs, plus all the inflatable icing you can think of. There's probably never been anything as bold in a Disney park than this castle right here. The entire thing was completely decorated, except for the back portion of these windows here and the sides of those base columns. It was quite a shock seeing the castle like this for the first time. Now, we were lucky enough to be at Magic Kingdom on October 2nd, 1996, when Roy E. Disney was filming a segment for the Walt Disney World Inside Out program, promoting the 25th anniversary.
Oh yeah, hi. How are you? I'm Roy Disney. I think you know Mickey, don't you?
Hi, Mickey. How are you?
Hi, Nick. How are you? Introduce the rest of your family.
Now, 1996 to 1998 were years when the internet wasn't really a thing, so no one knew something this drastic was happening to the castle unless they heard it through word of mouth or saw it on TV in some form, like in the Disney World Inside Out program on the Disney Channel. Well, there were plenty of guests who walked into Magic Kingdom during those 15 months who weren't too pleased, to say the least. If only they recreated something more along the lines of the one-year anniversary Disneyland Paris castle from 1993. That was much more elegant, but still a cake. A past cast member in a discussion forum said, "I was working there and had to hear complaints every single day about it, and I didn't even work in Magic Kingdom." As the celebration went on, it began getting referred to as the Pepto-Bismol Castle. So it's safe to say that many people would consider it a big mistake that they carried out this transformation. You can only imagine how many complaints guest services received during those 15 months. But luckily this overlay was only temporary, and there hasn't been a castle overlay this drastic since then. Number 2, the Beast's Castle. Now let's move into something a bit more recent. When Disney announced that New Fantasyland would have the Beast Castle from Beauty and the Beast, I'm sure a lot of people's first thought was that it would be something big that could compete with Cinderella Castle. Now, Disney did a great job at recreating immersive environments in New Fantasyland. The whole dining experience at Be Our Guest is incredible, right from the entrance with the stone lions into the main dining hall and the West Wing. Imagineers hit a home run with the interior of the Beast Castle, but the exterior is where they maybe missed the mark and made a mistake. Disney likes to use a technique called forced perspective. We talked about it used on Cinderella Castle in our Top 10 Disney World Secrets video. If you want to check that video out, there's a card in the right-hand side. Now, when creating the exterior of the Beast Castle, they also use forced perspective, but it really only works when viewing it from far away. As you get closer, it's not very convincing. The actual size of the castle falls more under a miniature model. You can see the scale of it in relation to the construction worker. If you're viewing it from the side of the bridge in New Fantasyland, it's like the castle is too small or the mountains are too short and doesn't convincingly carry out the illusion. When you approach the arch leading onto the bridge, it's much more convincing from here, but as you walk closer, you sort of lose that forced perspective effect and also lose sight of the castle altogether because of the rockwork. The biggest mistake was not designing something that was larger in scale. It could have still appeared as if it was in the distance, but it definitely needed to be bigger. As you approach Be Our Guest, the doors are massive, and the entrance area is very immersive and detailed. But just imagine if as you're walking through the doors, you'd be able to look up and see the very castle you were walking into. This is one of those mistakes that's more subjective from person to person, but we're curious to know what you think. Number 1. Hong Kong Sleeping Beauty Castle. As part of the $1.4 billion investment in Hong Kong Disneyland, it was announced that their Sleeping Beauty Castle would receive a complete overhaul. Disney said they wanted to draw from a variety of storybook influences and styles. This was the original concept art released in 2016, and you can see how it's taken some inspiration from the Disneyland Paris Castle, as well as the Cinderella castles, and even some elements from Mystic Manor. This would finally give Hong Kong their own iconic castle that wasn't just a cheap copy of Anaheim's. This concept art seems to work. Well, then in mid-December of 2017, the Disney Parks blog released some new updated concept art, and well, this is where they may have made a mistake with this castle. Orlando and Tokyo have Cinderella Castle. Paris has their version of Sleeping Beauty Castle. Anaheim has the original Sleeping Beauty Castle. Shanghai has the Storybook Castle, which represents all Disney princesses, but still has an overall thematic flow and fits the look of a Disney castle. And then Hong Kong is gonna get Princess movie just threw up their castle in Hong Kong, and whatever piece stuck made it into the design. It appears that a big mistake was Disney changing the color palette from the original art. You can see in the original that the Sleeping Beauty castle's pink color was still very prominent, and then the rest of the color scheme of the castle was much more muted and gave off an elegant royal feel. While the new yellow and peach color scheme with orange flags seems a bit hokey and doesn't give off that elegant Disney castle feeling. Maybe it'll change again, but now only time will tell as they start building this new castle. So, out of the 5 castles we spoke about today,
To all who come to this happy place, welcome.
Disneyland is a place of magic, but also a place of mystery. In this video, we'll go through 3 reported hauntings at Disneyland Park, and I'll explain a little bit about each one. Number 3. Space Mountain's Mr. One-Way. Mr. One-Way is a spirit that reportedly haunts the Space Mountain attraction at Tomorrowland. He's described as a large man with red hair and a red face. Legend has it that he occupies the seat next to single riders. You can also encounter Mr. One-Way in the line for Space Mountain, and the more you talk with him, the more you'll realize that he's not from our time. He has no idea of the new changes made to the park since his time, which was probably the 70s, considering most people will report him wearing 70s clothing. In most accounts, Mr. One-Way will sit next to the single riders during the ride, but will end up disappearing once you reach the tunnel where the pictures are taken. So next time you ride single rider in Space Mountain, pay close attention to who you're sitting next to. They might not be there at the end of the ride. Number 2, the 1000th Happy Haunt. Scattering ashes at Disneyland is something you'd be surprised how often happens. Namely, in a ride that's famous for housing people that are already dead. It's very commonplace for relatives to scatter ashes of their loved ones inside the Haunted Mansion. Disney, on the other hand, does not take too kindly to this, and at the end of the day will vacuum up the ashes like any other dust that's found on the attraction. But this apparently does not stop the restless souls that inhabit the mansion. The crying child is a very famous example of this. You'll usually find him near the exit to the attraction, where he is crying and asking for his mother. Legend has it that his mother spread his ashes inside the mansion, and now he is doomed to haunt the attraction for the rest of eternity, or at least until they tear it down. One of the 2. Hopefully the first one. I really like that ride. Another less disturbing haunt in the attraction is one of an old man. Cast members will apparently see him emerge from the exit tunnel where the Doom Buggies loop back around at the end of the ride. At this point, cast members are expected to remember their training. If they see an old man circle around, they're supposed to let him keep going, and once the Doom Buggy emerges once again through the exit tunnel, the man will be gone. Number 3. The Ghost of the Boss himself. Everyone knows that Walt Disney loved Disneyland, but some say that love is so strong that it transcends death itself. When you first enter the park, on your left, past the town hall, you'll find the Main Street Fire Station. If you look up the second-story window, you'll see a lamp burning bright in the windowsill. Back during the early days of the park, when Walt was present, they would light the lamp up so every After Walt's unfortunate death in 1966, they decided to turn the lamp off out of respect for him. Legend has it that when one day a cast member was cleaning the suite above the firehouse, the light turned on by itself. She decided it was some sort of glitch, turned around and turned the lamp back off, and went back to her work. Oddly enough, a few seconds later she turned around and the lamp was on again. Once more, she turned the lamp off and watched it this time, very closely. There, right in front of her eyes, the lamp switched itself on for the third time. It goes without saying that she was pretty freaked out and left the fire station, but to this day, they leave the lamp lit as a small reminder to guests and cast members that the boss is still at the park and he's still watching, and that sometimes the love for a person or even a place can transcend the bonds of death itself.